Hey there. Welcome back to Dead Space.
Shh, it's all right, McCoy. He's here. Nothing to be afraid of. I knew you would come. Just like you said. I saved this for you. Can I go now? McCoy wants to take me. Just shut up.
Looks like whatever's going on this ship isn't much better on the medical deck. In fact, I might say that, as far as first impressions go, this is a bit worse. It's not all bad, though. She had a present for us.
Use kinesis to move or throw objects.
The kinesis module. Pretty helpful bit of equipment. You can use this to pick up med packs and plasma energy and other pickups from a distance, as well as just bits of the environment. It's a useful tool for any engineer.
Pick up schematics to add items to the store.
Flamethrower. Well, that sounds worth investigating. But before we get too sidetracked, we should probably do what we came here for, which is finding the rig of the ship's captain. We needed to deactivate the security lockdown currently plaguing the Ishimura.
Isaac, are you there? We were attacked. Kendra's gone. 1 minute she was there, and I can't believe I lost her. We can still do this. Get me the captain's rig codes, and we'll find Nicole. Looks like the crew barricaded the door to the emergency wing. You'll have to blow through it to get to the morgue. Get some thermite from medical storage, and a shock pad from zero-G therapy. Should be down the corridor. Communication is useless in all this static.
Well, nothing can be easy. Looks like if we want to get to the body of the captain and secure his rig, we're gonna need to find a way through this barricade. It's the only way to the morgue. Thankfully, our rig is keeping it simple for us. 2 different paths we can choose from. We'll have to do both eventually, so it doesn't really matter. All we need is some thermite and a shock pad. Not too hard. We may invest in a flamethrower or one of the other weapons that we're able to construct, but they're pretty expensive. As you can see in the top right, they consume most of Isaac's credits. For the time being, we should probably play it safe and just purchase a little bit of extra energy for our plasma cutter. It's been working out pretty well so far. hero jelly? This looks important. Some kind of safeguard override terminal, maybe? I'm sure Isaac knows how to use it, should the need arise.
All weapons have an alternate firing mode.
The alternate fire on the plasma cutter rotates the beam by 90 degrees, which helps with making precise cuts on rocks or ore. There certainly are a lot of vents lining the walls in the main lab. This is not a safe room. Well, maybe we can slip through unnoticed. We haven't made too much noise yet, I think.
Hazardous anomaly detected. Quarantine activated.
Whoa! Projectiles, okay. I think that might be the thermite we're looking for. So close, and yet we're gonna have to find a way around. I still hear something. Where is that coming from? We can actually use our kinesis module to rip the bone blades off of these bizarre, fleshy monstrosities. We can shoot them around, but they won't really do that much. Isaac doesn't necessarily have the experience required to weaponize them. It's still a nice touch. Huh. Well, all things considered, that could have been a lot worse. Did you hear something?
Quarantine lifted.
We can actually pick up the... anyways, we can actually pick up the bodies of these creatures as well, once they're dead. Although, the kinesis module will prioritize the fragile bits of them that peel away easily. Ugh.
I finally convinced Jurgens to show me the video feed from the colony. And what I saw was glorious, breathtaking. Miners undergoing a transformation into something extraordinary. I must know more. Even as the believer within me wants to become one of them, the scientist needs to uncover their secrets. I need to study one of these necromorphs, as Kyne so clinically puts it. I need to witness this infection firsthand. Perhaps that patient from the colony.
I suppose that's the first real confirmation we've gotten that these so-called necromorphs were once human beings.
What in God's name is going on down there?
I think that's precisely the point, Doctor. God's work.
I'm not so sure of that. We have to assume that the colony's problems are somehow connected to the marker.
You can assume all you want to. I do not. The marker is glorious and divine. You know that.
God moves in mysterious ways.
Anyway, we'll have it on board tomorrow. You can analyze it all you want to. What are you so worried about?
Worried? Captain, people are dying down there, killing each other. Is this madness, the transformation unitology teaches us?
Doctor, Terrence, there will always be risk when the stakes are high. And here, they're enormous. It could change everything.
And that's what worries me.
Okay, well, I guess it's safe to assume the man on the left was the late Benjamin Mathias, captain of the Ishimura. He's the guy we're looking for. But the guy on the right... Well, the captain referred to him as Doctor. I suppose it's safe to assume this was his office? To be honest, it kind of gives me the creeps, but I've never been very good with doctors' offices in general. Oh? What's this? Here we have a short journal written by Chief Science Officer Kine. He's very excited about the fact that something called a marker has been unearthed on Aegis 7 in the colony over which the USG Ishimura is docked. We can actually see what markers look like with this little model sitting in the back of this hidden room. They're very important to a religion known as Unitology. They're extremely prevalent in the lore and history of it. So, Kine seems to be a Unitologist. I can see why he'd be so excited. Yet, if we assume that Kine is the doctor that appeared on the right-hand side of the video that we just watched, it seems like he went through a pretty drastic change of heart in between writing the journal and appearing in that video. He mentioned that people on the colony were dying. Something must have gone pretty horribly wrong. Anyways, back in the hidden room we picked up something called a gold semiconductor. Those are just essentially spare parts that Isaac can sell for extra credits at store terminals. That's all. I think that the contrast of the sterilized, bright white environment of the main lab and the gore and corpses littered everywhere is considerably creepier than the dark corridors that we've been wandering around so far. I don't know very much about anatomy or biology, but something about it looks off. What the hell was that thing? And where's it hiding? It kind of looked like a child. I'm not sure I like this place. We should pass through as quickly as possible, Isaac. Well, I suppose that on the bright side, if the worst happens, we can always double back to here and do some makeshift surgery. The sooner we can find that thermite, the sooner we'll be one step closer to finding the captain's rig, tracking down Isaac's girlfriend, and getting off of this nightmare ship. I'm sure we're nearly there. Oh, hey, I mean, I was being facetious, but great. I guess we really are nearly there.
Alright, that thermite you picked up should be able to melt through the barricade. Use the shock pad to ignite it. Hope I can hold this position. I can hear something big moving out there.
We've run into a couple different variations of these slasher-type necromorphs. The first one we ran into here had armor over its legs. Perhaps it was security personnel before it was turned. And the one behind it, it's what we'll call a spitter. And it, well, spits acid at you. The acid's pretty dangerous, as you can see from Isaac's pained limp. Hurts quite a bit. After a little while, I'll probably begin editing out my visits to the shop. Usually, it won't be very much worth watching, and a lot of me just kind of scrolling through and not being entirely sure what I want to buy or sell. I'm very indecisive when given options. While there is a bench in this room that we could use to upgrade our equipment, there is also a locked door that we can unlock by using one of our power nodes. So in order to access certain areas, we are going to have to sacrifice potential upgrades. We'll make sure to explore most of them. We'll open this one up on our way back.
Use kinesis on heavy objects that display this symbol.
When we behead a slasher, it can't see anymore. It just kind of flails around wildly. But it seems like these leapers are still able to track us and try to impale us with their tail. They're very persistent.